Julian Wilson is in the best position of his career, best start to date, and he's already up and riding. Taking on the wild card, Mikey Wright, pulling into a stretched out barrel, getting the exit. Wilson sets that rail, high rebound on the roundhouse cutback. I'll fade the inside corner and look to seal the deal on this little double up. Fin throw reverse, incomplete. But starting off in a quick way against wild card Mikey Wright. And the biggest devastation Wright has caused is getting the best waves to kick off the matchup. Spots, what do you think?
Yeah, nice start here for Julian Wilson. And that's what he needs to do, you know. Don't let Mikey Wright dictate that pace of play. You know, you heard Ace Buchan talk about the fact that it's good to get that first wave. It's good to you know, control the start, but it's not the be-all and end-all. You know, it's a 30-minute heat. Those first 5 minutes, yes, they're very important, but with the conditions the way they are, there's plenty of opportunities coming through, and I think both these guys are going to get some great waves.
And Wilson will be back out there in just a moment.
And this was the wave that he got during that replay. So starting strong, Joe. Showing some innovation. Nice little tube ride. I like the start from Julian. A 6 and a 5.83. Not a bad way to start, which puts Mikey Wright all of a sudden in that gentle combo.
Athlete achieves the Jeep yellow jersey. They end up picking yellow for everything that they do. All yellow at the moment for Wilson as he's up and out. A guy that's been destined for a world title ever since he qualified as a rookie on tour and won the Rookie of the Year award. Wilson now driving through this wall. Ton of speed, big wind up to go for a big slob. Lands on the roof in transition. Foot comes off, but recovers the carve. I was feeling like Karamas was going to demand Wilson to use that radical air game, and I'm loving that approach here in heat number 6.
And so that first wave becomes even that more important. I mean, it's given him the rhythm, it's given him the ability to, it's freed him up. It's now he's starting to have a bit of fun, and that's what we want to see from Julian. Bang, beautiful air, nice straight air. We haven't seen a lot of that, have we, Joe? Catching a bit of a rail, finishing it off, but 5.83, second highest score, needs to better that. But yeah, technical aerial, really hard to do because that body wants to naturally rotate. A little bit off balance on maneuver number 2, but gets nice and low, connects nicely, touches the rail just a little bit.
Mikey now gets started. It's a pit at Karamas. Comes out with a spit. His signature grab rail down carve on the exit. But he's got more room. Lay back hammer to finish. Wild card sticking to his game plan, showing absolutely no nerves on his first strike to try to take down world number 1.
And which makes it this heat even more incredible. Let's have a look as he drives through the section. The judges are going to like that. Why? Because there was no slowing down, and then he comes out and just really drives off those fins, grabs the rail a little bit, and then just jamming it in the pocket. A beautifully surfed wave. They couldn't have done any more on that wave if he tried. And I think that's the thing with Mikey Wright. What's making him good is he surfs away for what it's allowing him to do. He doesn't try and over-surf it. He doesn't get too overexcited and just lets the wave be the hero in a way. Look at that, just driving through there. Perfect positioning. Comes out nice and clean, and then into this big rail grab, carving maneuver. A little bit of extension right there at the end of it. Comes out nice and clean, so puts a good score on the board and gets himself right back in the heat, Joe.
Mikey Wright kicks things off with a 6.6. Dreamy conditions continue. Wilson driving into a closeout section. That'll hand priority to the wild card. To land that maneuver he did against Wilco to come back to win, that could take him to the podium if he keeps it up. Wilson got a wave during that catch-up, Potts.
Yeah, beautiful smooth opening maneuver from Julian. Cranking it up on maneuver number 2. Up through the lip there, so 3 solid turns underneath the priority of Mikey Wright, just trying to keep that ball rolling. I think he kind of knew halfway through that wave that it wasn't going to be a keeper, but what it's doing is it's kind of putting him in a nice little rhythm.
One of the more exciting heats we've had this year, and we watch Mikey Wright make a decision with priority. His second wave. Nice fun looking carve. There's the throw tail reverse, but he can't control it. Usually Potts' secret weapon is just having 2 quick bangers against the world champ. This time incomplete in transition. Still favored is Wilson with the lead.
You'll watch how Julian kind of makes him. You can see Mikey doesn't really want it, but then Julian goes, you got to go or what? Because I will if you don't. And then that kind of put Mikey in this thing of, well, I didn't really want it, so now I've got to go for it. And just not getting the rotation. So a little bit of a mistake right there. And that's the thing, that's what happens when you're in the situation Julian is in. Those kind of things just seem to go your way.
Already paddling aggressively out the back, so we see something just went down. Mikey got another wave here.
Yeah, he did. A little bit of an insider. And absolutely just hacked that wave to pieces right there on that opening turn. Unfortunately for Mikey, not really much more on offer. So a single turn needs a 5.23.
Mikey February coming up next. Big wind up for the punt. Getting hung up off the lip is Mikey Wright. So now his approach changing a little bit from what we've seen effective before. Remember his approach to his best result at Snapper, 2 waves against John for the win. He's on the way. Wilson looks interested. First drive will put him deep in the barrel, still traveling, and unfortunately can't punch free. He saw an opportunity to get a lengthy tube ride. Julian's paddling closer to him, just a small insider here. But he might have to make a move on it just in case. Managing the time on the clock, Mikey's got to take this wave. Setting up his first turn, clean hack in the pocket. Frontside snap off the lip with a tail slide into his third maneuver, carving his way through to the pocket. Trimming this one through the inside. Can he finish? Off the lip, blow tail, stomps it, and he's out of there.
Oh my gosh. It was a smaller wave, but he surfed it amazingly. Let's have a look here as he scratches into it. Pump bottom turn into that first turn, ripping the top off it. And again, another beautiful sliding maneuver. So mixing it up, showing some variety, showing that speed, power, and flow. Connecting the dots. Nice, clean, smooth, mistake-free surfing. Kicks the tail out for good measure.
Still some time for Wilson on a bigger wave.
Oh.
He ends up going down on his first turn. Incomplete on his answer back. And it's all on the wild card's final wave at 10 seconds. Did he get a 5.23 to create another upset on tour?
It's looking like we have one of the biggest upsets of the round. And there it is, Joe.
Mikey Wright gets the number at the buzzer, 5.67, to create yet another massive upset here in 2018. Julian Wilson, world number 1, knocked out in round 3. And Mikey Wright continues his devastation in the 4th round of competition.